Hello everybody, it is me Darcy. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the podcast, the Unnamed Podcast, where me and Kris sit here for an amount of time and talking rubbish and whatever else comes to my mind. I'm Darcy, that is Kris.
Yeah.
Greetings.
Okay. Hello.
As we often do, we'll get started with a little bit of channel news. Kris, why don't you tell the people of YouTube what's been happening with the channel this week?
Well, on Monday we released... Give me a second. I do know this. Moving Out 2.
We did release Moving Out 2. The game of slapping.
Just that, yeah. Yeah, we did that.
Yeah, that was a good fun.
It was, yeah.
I don't think Moving Out 1 had slapping in it. I'm
Not that I remember.
I'm fairly sure it didn't. And so having Moving Out 2 that does have slapping and made it nice and easy for us.
Exactly.
For me.
Right.
Mainly me. Was a real breath of fresh air. But other than that, it was a classic. I'm pretty sure it's a Team 17 game. But it was a pretty classic one. You know, nothing too substantial. Good fun party game. You get a few buddies around. You have a mess. You know.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I always look at games like that and just go, it's kind of the formula for Overcooked. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
Like, the whole thing is, the game itself is pretty simple. It's just the insanity that leads to everyone hating on each other.
Well,
everyone
yeah,
hates on each
Overcooked
other.
gives you more of that, though.
Yeah, but
Overcooked is the extreme of that side of things.
It is, but when everyone hates on each other, that's when memories are made.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah. So yeah, that came out, and that was one of those fast turnaround ones. I did that pretty quickly on the weekend and put that out because I was like panicking.
I was moving that crab around a lot, wasn't I?
Yes, you're a menace. But yeah, so that's you know that's all of that.
That's indeed what happened.
That was Monday. On Monday, Moving Out 2 came out.
Yes.
And you know, I had a really hard time remembering what that game was called. I did.
While editing it?
Yeah. Yep.
And it was right at the start of the video?
Yep.
You didn't just go back to the start of the video?
Don't pay attention.
I mean, it would have made it easier if you just did.
Just work. Just, you know, grind nature. Just get your head on the grinding stone and just...
But, having said that, I do get what you're saying, because just then, while I was saying what came out on Monday...
I forgot what it was.
Yeah, I forgot what it was.
Yeah. Look, it's a fun little game, but it is...
If you remember it...
overshadowed.
Oh, heavily.
Yeah.
Heavily.
Yeah. What else came out, Kris?
Today, Wednesday, Minecraft.
Yes, indeed.
That was a lot of fun.
Also, some shorts came out.
Yes.
Yep.
I've watched a couple of them, I think.
Yep.
Probably.
The big one was just, it's a legitimate and popular music.
Oh, yeah.
It's
true. It's true.
It is a legitimate and popular music. Just unfortunately named.
It very much is.
Yeah,
I don't even remember how I found out about that. I think I saw a post and it was just told, it was like, hey, it's called Jizz. I'm like, what? Huh?
You didn't just...
And then I went and researched it more and I'm like, oh, no, that's legitimately what it's called.
You didn't read it in a Star Wars book?
No.
Back when you were a small child?
No.
And didn't understand the joke?
No.
Oh, well, there you go.
No, I only learnt it about a month ago.
Kris, I always wondered how it feels to be uneducated.
No.
Read a book.
I do read books, thank you.
Read a book in French, you idiot.
Reading it in French? I don't know French.
Oh, you don't know French? You should learn French. There are some really useful terms that I've been looking up. You know, everyday kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So I've been learning how to say, the goat was on fire when I arrived. Because, you know, if you're in France, that's going to come up a lot.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
I've been learning how to say, what?
Fair.
I've been learning how to say, yes, hello. I've been learning how to say, that's no moon, that's a space station.
Okay, now, why? Some of this I just would figure out that you've learnt it over time. Not trying to learn it, but picked it up.
Oh, yeah, some of them picked up over it.
Yes, but what's with the specific phrases that you've just said? Some of those made sense to pick up over time, but the goat was on fire when I got here.
Something you might need to say in French. What happens if you walk into a restaurant and
so, like, did you
the cops rock up and they're like, what's going on here? And you're like, I swear the goat was on fire when I arrived. just, let everyone know what's going on.
Yes, why specifically look that up? Now, is this something that just came to the top of your head a minute ago? Or did you actually look it up?
No. Let me see if I can remember it. Le shit et en fur.
I can't fact check this. This would be on someone else.
Le shit en fur. I can't remember that word. Je suis arrivé.
Okay, Bill, why?
I'm thinking about making a phrase book.
You're thinking about making a phrase book?
Yep.
Okay.
And of course, the most important French phrase you can know: take yourself and fuck yourself with yourself.
Okay. That does sound like a good one.
Presse-toi. And toi-même. Prends-toi et brase-toi. Toi? Avec. I think it's avec toi-même.
Okay. Again, I can't fact check this. I don't know French.
C'est non et l'un c'est station spatiale.
That'd be the space station one. Fucking hell.
I told you. I'm just thinking about putting together a little phrase book for people going to France who just need some everyday common phrases.
But how did this pop into your head? That is the how? Why?
Oh, mainly because I sometimes use French when I'm talking to people.
Why?
It's a romance language.
Oh, I suppose.
So some things sound a little bit nicer.
Oh, true.
But like the classic one I use is ma chérie, but.
Well, yes, yeah, fair.
And I was like, I'm pretty sure that means my darling, but I do want to double check that.
You probably should.
So I did, and it does. And so I was fine there. I was like, sweet, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Okay, yeah.
Because I use it in a mean and mocking way.
I know, I'm aware.
Like, I'll walk up to someone who's having a little bit of hissy fit and be like, ma chérie. Calm the fuck down.
Pretty much.
But yeah, and then I was like, we need a phrase book. We need a phrase book that really has those hard-hitting phrases that you need all the time, but they're never written in the phrase books. True.
That's actually a good point. Okay, I see your point. I see your point.
You know, like, yeah.
You could probably make money off that too.
Exactly. What if you're in Paris and someone's like, oh, look at the moon. You're like, that's no moon, that's a space station. Ah, right there.
Fair. Well, okay, I see your point. I see your point. Get on to that.
I'm working hard.
Good. You've learned 2 phrases? 3 phrases?
I've learned many phrases and many words.
But you don't remember them all.
I don't remember them all because I started learning this week. Like, I started actually going hard this week.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
French is a very tricky language to get your English-speaking tongue around. It's almost like it's done on purpose because, the English and the French typically hate each other.
Well,
anyway,
yes.
Yes, so Minecraft came out on Wednesday.
Yes, it did.
When did we start talking about the French language? Oh yeah, goats on fire.
Yeah, but where did that come from?
I don't know.
Fuck, okay.
These things happen. Oh,
somewhere.
Sure, about reading a book in French.
Oh, yeah.
And you'll have my book to help read in French because it will be written in French.
True.
Anyway, yeah, no, go read a book in French. You fucking uneducated idiot.
No, I am educated. Just not in French.
Fucking uneducated idiot. No, I do actually know a bit of Italian though. Like that's like legitimate.
I don't know much Italian.
Mi chiamo Darcy. Si.
Okay.
It would require me going back and like going through my memory palace. Like I remember colors in Italian. I remember counting in Italian. I remember how to call someone a little pig in Italian.
Nice. See, I just know a little bit of I know a little bit Japanese, but it's not because I watch anime. No.
That is.
No.
Yeah, it is.
No. So, no, that was more so when moving here to Rocky, that was the language, or the extra language that was taught, was Japanese.
Yeah, I was actually really upset by that because,
whereas when I got here, everyone was like, yeah, but you should already know more than this. It's like, no, I used to live in Mackay. It's like, yeah, but it's a normal thing to be. It's like, they didn't teach this in Mackay. To be honest, in Mackay, I didn't really have an option of another language to learn.
They taught Mandarin.
In primary school, there was, in Mackay, any school I went to, there was no other option for another language. Not that there was an option, we just didn't learn another language.
I don't like that, that's weird.
However, coming here, it was just immediate, Japanese.
Primary school, Italian.
Yeah.
If you're nasty. Secondary school, you still want to learn Italian? Of course you do. But you can also learn Indonesian if you feel like it.
Whereas here, it was secondary school, if you still want to learn Japanese, you can learn Japanese.
Don't have any other options, which sucks. But then it's like, get to year 10. Bang, where do you want to go? Italy. Obviously. Don't be a numpty. You don't want to go to Indonesia. It's full of Indonesia. No.
Yeah, no, it is. I've always found it weird that it's like Mackay didn't learn any other language.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, going to Japan sounds kind of cool. But
they do have some nice places.
As I'm more particular to beautiful Italian women, Italy wins.
Well, yeah, no fair.
Also, I studied architecture. Italy wins.
yeah, okay. Yep.
It's just got more of it.
True. Okay, I'll give you that.
Because I like sports cars. Italy wins.
Okay, yeah, no, fair point. You've got me there.
I love tractors. Italy wins.
But my point is, that's why I know a little bit of Japanese. Is because when I got here, we had to learn some Japanese.
Right, and my point is, on Wednesday, today, Minecraft came out.
Yes. Yes, it did. So Minecraft came out.
Read a book, you idiot.
I do read books. Fuck off. Why do we keep going away from Minecraft? Some shorts came out with it. It was a lot of fun.
I do have to make some I probably have to make some shorts from this Minecraft video because I feel like the Minecraft videos are just shorts, brilliance material.
True. We do some stupid stuff.
It's just a lot of rage when playing Minecraft, you know?
Rage from you for the most part.
Yeah. Actually, in this one, I was like, there was so many points where I'm like, oh my god, that's right, I was doing this. And then literally don't go and do it. Like, I remember I'm supposed to be doing it, and I'm like, oh, that's right. I was doing it, and then I go back to doing whatever the fuck I was doing, and then like 20 minutes later, oh, that's right, I was doing it. God, I was like a goldfish.
See, I went back to the stuff I was doing.
I know. I'm very aware what you did. I actually have to watch back that video because I did something to your house. I don't know if you ever actually figured it out or if you were just doing something and fixed it without ever realizing that I'd fucked it up.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm fairly sure it's fixed now, but I'm like...
I have a feeling you're not going to tell me just in case it's not.
No, I know it's... I'm like 99% sure it's fixed. Because for you to have done what you've done to your house, you would have had to fix what I did to your house. But I'm not sure if
was
you
that
realised...
the hole in the... No, the hole in the ceiling was fixed almost immediately. Was it the gap in above?
There was something I did. I did something to you, and then basically you fixed it, but I'm not sure if you ever actually realised that I did it. And it wasn't, because it was in the area where you were working. And I'm not sure if you realised that I did it, or you were just like, oh, I made a mistake here and I need to fix this up now.
Now, are you going to tell me what it was?
No.
Guess I'm going to have to watch the video.
I was going to, like, completely cave in your roof.
That sounds right.
To let a spider into your house.
You motherfucker.
But then I was attacked by a skeleton, so I just took him into your house.
That was a thing.
Enough on that. Yeah, so no, there's a lot of stuff going in. And, you know, in classic Minecraft fashion, yeah. I'm fucking around and Kris is doing what Kris is doing, which is hilariously funny to me because, like, in a game like Minecraft, usually I would be the driving force. Like, when we've played Minecraft before, now, granted that was Sky Factory, but I've always been the driving force. But in this, I'm just I'm here for the ride.
It seems like it.
I'm just fucking around, fucking
Which is weird because I
Yelling
barely
at
know
fish.
what I'm doing.
yelling at fish, just and then being like, "Oi, fish, stop it."
It's like I've got a slight idea for what I'm doing in the house, and then that's it.
Yeah, man, and like I'm just like.
Then after that, it's going to be either exploring or mining.
That is the game.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, no, I'm just super easily distracted.
I'm aware.
And then I'm like in classic, like I say like usually I'm the driving force, but whenever I just play normal Minecraft, my classic thing is kind of what I've been doing, which is I just dig holes and then something comes and lives in the hole, so I go and dig another hole. And that's...
I also have noticed you don't use a lot of torches.
No, because they're a waste of resources.
Because I've 100% noticed that there's a point, like, when you had it up when I got here, I'm just, like, looking, like, I can barely see what he's doing.
I can barely see what I'm doing.
And then eventually you're just like, oh.
One.
One torch. I'm like, oh, now we can see. And we now can't see. Whereas when I'm playing it, if I'm, like, digging down in mine or anything like that, or digging, as soon as I can, like, I'll go a few blocks past where it's like, oh, now I can't see what I'm doing. Go a few blocks past, torch.
Yeah.
That's legitimately how I do it. But you just seem to keep going.
No, see, because it's... Yeah, no, it's just a waste of resources, really. Like, torching up all the time, waste of resources, especially if you have no long-term intentions.
True.
So, like, when I'm just down there mining a vein, and it's like I have no intentions of being long-term, because you would have noticed in the recent one, I actually am torching up my second quarry in the underground mine, in the underwater mine.
I did see some of that, yes.
But, like, the other one, I was just mining a vein. The second I was done, the second there was no more in there, I was just like, I'm done. I'm out.
Fair.
So I don't want to have to go back and collect all my torches. I don't want to leave them there because, again, they're a waste of resources. So I just sit in the dark and... But as I said, I'm fully aware of the problems that makes for me. So I turn around and I'm like, oh shit, a bunch of guys have rolled up on me.
Very much like in one of those shorts. It's like, I can't see what I'm doing. I don't know what's happening behind me right now. I don't even know what I'm doing. There could be someone behind me and I wouldn't know it. And then as you're saying it, you're walking over to mess with me. Which is a good...
Technically, as I'm saying it, I'm getting myself out of the hole so that I can go mess with you.
Yes. It was a little bit of a process.
Actually, there was a beautiful part in the one that got released on Wednesday, which is, again, today for us, but 2 days ago for you guys. So if you haven't seen that, go watch it. And just look for the part where Kris literally looks at me and goes, "What are you doing?" And I just go, "Decorating."
Okay, I don't remember this. What?
And he goes, "I can see that."
Okay, I don't remember this. I need to find this part.
Yeah, good times.
I'm assuming that's going to be a short.
So is a part where you say, "What are you doing?" You like look at me and go, "What are you doing?" And I'm just standing there looking at your house. Yeah. And then I pull out a piece of bread and start eating and go, "I'm eating bread." You go, "Good. I was just worried because you're standing there not doing anything."
Oh,
and
yeah,
then you turn around and walk into your house, and I pull out some rotten flesh. I'm like, "Yeah, well, guess what I'm doing now? Rotten flesh all over your house."
It's the thing. If I see you just standing there...
Oh, you should be definitely worried.
I am, which is why I asked, what the hell are you doing?
But it's just hilariously funny to me because it's like because when I edit it, I get to see both sides. So I can see that I'm like in my menu doing stuff, but you're just like standing there looking at me, not doing anything, like deadpanning straight towards you. You're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm just eating bread." And then you give me some sass, and I'm like, "Well, now I'm gonna fuck with you."
Wait, so you're telling me the sass is the reason you're fucking with me?
Well, sometimes.
Sometimes.
There's always an element of I get bored, and so fucking with you is what entertains me. Then there's also the element of sometimes you say things like, "What are you going to do about it?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do about it." And your roof gets filled with lava.
That hasn't happened yet.
Sure.
It hasn't happened yet.
Sure. Anyway.
You're just trying to get me to go back in and have a look.
You don't have control of that. I have the server. I can turn it on and off whenever I feel like it.
No, I'm aware, but I mean next time we play, you just want me to go in and have a look.
Maybe.
No, but then doesn't...
But just don't dig up straight above you.
No, but then doesn't lava drip through?
Oh, it only drips through some things.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah.
Probably not what I've got. Actually, I don't think I've done anything to my ceiling.
Chef, you've put a bunch of polished diorite up there.
Have I?
Let me tell you, as someone who spent a lot of time above your house.
God damn it.
Anyway,
so
that came out today. We'll probably look at putting a few shorts in there from that video. Just some, not all the good parts. Like if you've seen the last shorts from the last Minecraft, going, oh, that's all the good. It's not all the good parts. There's some good stuff that is just never mentioned. There's also a lot of things that the joke goes on for longer than 60 seconds.
Yeah.
So I can't make a short of it, or at least a good short of it, because I'm not doing part 1s and part 2s. What am I?
I hate those with passion.
So annoying, because you don't see them when you just scroll. They don't have part 1, then part 2. You gotta go look for part 2. And because you scroll...
Oh, well, no, then there's some accounts they say... Some accounts, it's full of part 1s.
Yeah.
And because they never put out the part 2. They never put it out.
Point.
And it's like,
anyway,
I fucking hate it.
That's enough on that. And then to continue on with channel news, on today, when this, just before this video has been released, there'll be a Subnautica release, because that's something we're doing now. Chris, we're doing it!
Oh, okay.
We now release 3 videos plus the podcast every week. Am I doing too much that I can't promise? Yes,
Probably.
I am. It's been a shit show. No, it should actually be okay. My plan is I am actually going to start releasing a Friday video as well. Usually it's going to be shorter.
Fair.
So the one that came out before this video is going to be Subnautica.
Okay.
Fun fact, some shit happened in that.
Okay.
And
Not surprised.
New Subnautica. Hey!
As you started again?
Shut up. You'll have to watch the video to find out, Chris. But yeah, so it's going to be like a shorter video, generally between like 15 to half an hour. So something quick and easy to edit. Something that doesn't take too long to film. Usually it'll probably be a solo thing by me or one of the Minecraft parts. So that the Minecraft Kris and my views will also be falling into that slot. So that's why it's also not going to be that much of an issue, because like every time we do a Minecraft, I get 2 weeks worth of Friday videos. And
True.
That way all I've got to do is keep a rotation.
I've noticed you've changed the name for each of them.
I did. I changed the one for the 2 little ones. The names are slightly different.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Which is weird, because I just copied it from the original one.
Yeah, because I was looking at it. It was like, I saw the original video come
He's
out.
taken the quarry, and then he's in the quarry. Kris, he's in the quarry. Darcy.
Are you sure it was that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Don't check it out. We'll look it up later.
I'll look at it later. But it's one of those things of like, I noticed the name change. I'm like, did he not just copy and paste or just type it differently?
It could have been that I did copy and paste it, or that I'd already named the video similarly when I made it. So because it was already super similar, I was just like, oh, that's the same name. Practically.
But then I thought you made it different for when mine was released.
No, yours is 100% just copied and paste from my one.
Okay.
Like everything is copied and paste. Even the part telling, except instead of saying my view, it says Kris's view.
Yeah.
In the little blurb. But, like, then, because I've got, like, as I said last week, I want to start doing things like The Sims. It's like, that would be a really easy 15-minute, half-hour video to kind of pump out.
Yeah.
Like, so things like that can fall into that before the podcast a lot, because the podcast in itself is a really long video, but a really easy edit most of the time, provided we don't do all the night footballs on. But... other than that, like I've got a list here. It's an upside down list. The 2 games that I'm going to play are not upside down, but the other games are all upside down.
Why?
Because I didn't realise I was writing it upside down until I peeled it off the sticky note and stuck it there and went, oh, well, there you go. Because I was actually using it sideways, as you can see from the Warhammer
other pages.
Oh, that's other stuff. We're going to talk about that later.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, there's 2 pages there.
I can see that.
And that's a lot of stuff to talk about. Which probably means that we should wrap up channel news because, boy, has it been a week.
Okay, yeah.
If you're into gaming, it's been a week. But anyway, let's, so as of technically 2 weeks ago, but officially this week, Friday now has a video as well.
Yep.
So hopefully a little bit of extra
foot traffic.
I was going to say a little bit of extra work on our half leads to extra love from the YouTube algorithm.
I suppose, yeah.
4 uploads a week does kind of beat 3.
Well, obviously, yes.
Numerical.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's kind of the whole kind of thing there. So we're hoping, I'm hoping that one, being able to put out another little short video every Friday gives us a little bit more option to explore not so, like, hardy games. Like, literally one of the games I have here is the new Star Wars arena shooter. God, I don't think I could play an hour of that for one video. But if I can make, like, 15 to 25-minute videos of that, that could be okay. Same with The Sims. Same with things like Helldivers and stuff like that. Like, we can make shorter form videos out of that kind of stuff. Stuff where there's no real reason to have hours of footage. Like, fuck, we ain't going to do something like that with a Satisfactory where you want that long-term view. You want that hour because in that hour you can actually achieve something. Whereas in 25 minutes, maybe you just stand there picking your nose, Kris. Just saying.
I've always been working. You can't see because I've got to sit at a table for so long at the moment.
I'm a scientist. But yeah, no. So, so hopefully that will fall into some short view videos, and that will also give Kris an opportunity to play with some stuff of his own, so he can play with some stuff and he can get involved in doing that kind of Friday night day stuff. Which means that because basically I've been trying to get Kris to do some filming for a while now.
Yes.
He hasn't, because he's very lazy.
Well, the first thing I attempted to do, I didn't realize until like the third little part of it that it is full of copyrighted music.
Anyway,
I'm like, shit,
that way, we can get little snippets of like Kris doing stuff. Like he can film little bits and pieces of himself without having to go and do a whole video, and then he can just give them to me and I can edit it up.
Because at the moment I've been playing a lot of bigger things. Yeah. Going with a lot of, I'm playing for a few hours straight.
Yeah. But again, as I said, we could, there are things we can do with that. We could literally get Kris to play some Dark Souls and just have him put boss fights in and stuff like that. Stuff like that, short form things. And that's kind of my plan there. Because a lot of our videos, I've said it before, I've said it time and time again, I don't like super short videos. I don't like things that are less than half an hour because I feel like if it's less than half an hour, why are you even bothering?
True.
You're here and you're gone. Unless you're doing something like information shit and you're actually just doing stuff. But when the videos are 15 to 20, in that 15-20 minute part, it's the video starts and, because I do 10 things at once because I'm just a multitasking master. Then I have to go back over and click to the next video and it annoys the shit out of me.
Multitasking master?
Multitasking master.
Oh, I mean, with what you do with just 3 things going on at any one time, fair. I was going to say, that doesn't show through when playing Minecraft, as you constantly forget you're doing something.
Yeah, but while I'm playing Minecraft, I'm also watching other things and...
I suppose.
Sometimes painting.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I'm just a multitask. Real life. Not in games. In games, I'm very much doing one thing, but in real life, it's I'm doing that while doing something else, while probably doing something else. I was editing a video, watching a video, and writing out 2 lists at one time yesterday. That was impressive. Anyway, so that's kind of the new thing that's happening with the channel. We are expanding our videos. Yeah. And we're also going to be putting up more shorts because if I think something's short worthy, I'll make a short of it. So as you've probably noticed in the last couple of weeks, there's been a lot more shorts coming out.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Kind of wrapping up channel news. Subscriber count, it's up to 89 or 90, somewhere around there. It was 90 at one point.
89 at the moment, might be up to 90 by Friday.
Oh,
maybe.
Well, who knows? But yeah, I don't know. It's always fluctuating, but we are still currently moving in that forwards position.
Yes.
So once again, if you are a new subscriber, welcome. We love you. Now let's move on.
Yeah.
Zazan's channel news.
Yes.
So,
the lists.
right, so if you've been paying attention, and I'm going to have a sip of Coke because these lists are long. Well, if you've been paying attention, you would know that on Sunday/Monday/something else.
Something. Because I had noticed that EB Games released a list of a lot of the new games coming up.
It was the Xbox Showcase. Boop, 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 boop.
Oh, so that's what it was. That makes sense.
When was it? It was 2 days ago, so Monday morning-ish.
Something around there.
I remember it was about 2.5 hours of my life. Probably. I watched it Monday morning. I definitely think it came out Sunday at some point. Like, it could have come out like early Sunday.
Yeah.
Or it was like prepping to come out like midnight Sunday. I don't know.
So I think it was Monday that I saw the list.
It was 10 a.m. It was like 10 a.m. their time, which who fucking knows what it is our time.
Yeah.
All I know is I got back from the gym, I had a pump on, I drank some protein because I love protein. Everyone wants protein.
It's good.
And then I was like, oh look, someone's talking about the showcase, and they were doing a live stream, and I was like, I don't give a fuck about that. I'm going to bed. And I went to bed. But then on Monday, I woke up and I was like, let's watch the showcase. Let's see what's new. So I have all the games that they talked about and my own opinion.
I'm assuming it's very similar to this list. I took a screenshot of it. It wasn't really much of a list. It was more of like a...
It's a hell of a list.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on here as well. It would make sense. I'm assuming it's the same list.
Yes.
Which I only had a brief read
But
through.
unlike you, Chris, I've actually seen what they announced on them. So let us begin. So obviously, with the big Activision purchase, the first thing they announced was obviously Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Now, I've been seeing for a while talking about Black Ops 6 with people saying it's going to be rubbish. All the Black Ops have been rubbish after Black Ops 2.
True.
Black Ops 3, nothing to write home about. Black Ops 4.
I did like some of the zombies in 3.
Black Ops 4 was literally not a single player game, and mainly the first ever Warzone. So lots of bad stuff to unpack there. Good work, Activision. Black Ops 5 was obviously Cold War. At least I believe that's what they're going with. Because that's the only way we could be up to Black Ops 6, and Black Ops 6 has a lot of characters from Cold War in it.
Okay, fair enough.
So I'm assuming that it's been renamed Call of Duty Black Ops 5 Cold War, even though at the time it was just called Call of Duty Cold War.
Yeah.
But you know, I've been saying to people, it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. Call of Duty is going down a massive hole right now.
It is.
No, though I'm not going to lie.
Okay. I've seen some
multiplayer could be good.
Okay.
I wasn't a fan of Cold War's multiplayer. Like, I
hear that from a lot of people.
I was playing so much Call of Duty when it came out. Bought it the second it came out. Jumped into it and went, nope, straight back into Modern Warfare remake. Because the remake, that had some of the best multiplayer. So did Modern Warfare 2 remake, but not as good, not as tight as Modern Warfare 1. Modern Warfare 1 had like one of the best multiplayers for Call of Duty of all time, in my opinion.
Fair enough.
But I'm looking at the story. It's set post Cold War, kind of like America Burning kind of thing, and I'm like, oh. So pretty much, I did not watch the Call of Duty Direct. Remember last year they had the Starfield Direct, and we watched it, and it was kind of like, ooh, what's happening with Starfield?
A massively long thing.
Yeah, well, they did the same thing for Call of Duty, and I was like, no, because I'm not that caring.
No,
but it is Raven, and I think Raven and someone else was making it. Treyarch and Raven. Treyarch do a pretty good job, but my only takeaway from that was the story could be interesting.
Could be.
Oh, actually, there is something I do have to announce. before, which is probably why EB Games is so fucking angry.
Yeah.
Every single game that they announced at the showcase will be coming day one to Game Pass. So there's no need to go to an EB Games to buy their games because you have them already.
Okay.
You scrubs. Thank you. You're welcome. So yeah, I'm kind of sitting there going, sweet, I don't even have to fork out for this Call of Duty. I can play the story. I can play the multiplayer. If I don't like them, uninstall it. No love lost. I'll get down to it when it's at the end of my list, but I'll get down to kind of my big takeaway from the showcase.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the campaign looks really interesting. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of looks fun.
Okay.
And I like that.
Well, that's what you want from it.
I like that. Okay, moving right along. Boom, 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 boom. It was bombastic. It was massive. It was Doom. I've got 3 exclamation marks because it's Doom 3. Doom 3, The Dark Ages.
Shit, yeah.
It's a little bit of Doom mixed with a little bit of high medieval fantasy type crap.
Oh.
There was a buzzsaw shield. It's Doom. I haven't actually played Doom Eternal yet. I own it. Haven't played it.
To be honest, I haven't actually played any of the Dooms.
You know, I'm actually thinking that we may have to do that for the channel. Play Doom 1 and Doom Eternal. Because Doom fucking The Dark Ages, it's just 3 exclamations. That's all I've got. That's all I've got for it. 3 exclamations. Because it fucking looks like Doom. Looks good.
And you said medieval fantasy, so that's the look.
It looks...
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to look that one up.
Yeah, look up. It looked good. Next one off the list. I know I'm not saying much about Doom 3, but it's Doom 3. Come on, guys. Get your head out of your asses.
Is it on this list?
It'll say Doom. It'll be big and doomy.
It should be.
No, because that's not... That might be from Summer Games Fest. It is from Summer Game Fest.
Okay.
When is Summer Games Fest?
I don't actually know.
You Google Summer Game Fest and I'll introduce game number 3. Game number 3 was State of Decay 3. Kris, you ever played any of the State of Decay games?
No.
Zombie survival, sort of open world. You rescue people, your characters can die, all that kind of good stuff.
A lot of the videos are from a day ago.
Just look up Summer Game Fest 2024. It should give you a date. Pretty much, I saw the beginning of the trailer for this game, and I went, it's stated
4 days ago.
Okay, so it was 4 days ago. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So we'll have to watch...
Because it's roughly when I saw that list.
We'll have to watch the Summer Games Fest, but we'll do the Xbox one today, and then next week we might talk about our highlights from Summer Games Fest, because obviously there's so much to talk about in the world of gaming right now, but I care about so little of it. Anyway, so just State of Decay 3, saw the trailer, knew it was State of Decay 3 straight away because they did something that is very State of Decay. It just looks like more State of Decay. I'm not against it. I'm not really super hyped for it. I haven't played State of Decay 2. Own it again. One of those games I own but never really jumped into. But
I know a few people have played it. But that's for
I played the shit out of State of Decay 1. As I said, I really enjoyed it. I love the fact that you have like characters, but they are definitely all mortal. Like the characters you start off with can die.
Yeah.
And then you lose them and you have to use other characters. And so you rescue characters around the world and blah. I really like the game. I like the premise of the game. I like the way the game works. Yeah, I'm neither here nor not here for it because I'm just kind of like, oh, another State of Decay game.
Yep.
And it's going to be on Game Pass day one. Excellent. I'll
Perfect.
give it a go.
Yeah, may as well.
Dragon Age. Now, this is probably the only one that... Well, definitely one of the ones that isn't a Xbox exclusive.
Yes.
Because it's EA. But Dragon Age The Veilguard. Let me tell you some things about Dragon Age The Veilguard.
Okay, yep.
First of all, it's a Dragon Age game, so if you've played a Dragon Age game, there's a chance you're going to like this. I did not start playing Dragon Age until the last one.
I don't think I played either of them.
I saw this, and I was like, that's kind of cool. The second thing was kind of like they introduced all the party characters, like the new party characters that you would be having in your party.
Okay.
And a lot of people's mentality was, why does this feel like a hero shooter? Because they kind of, you know, the way that hero shooters introduce their heroes? It's kind of like a bombastic thing where it pops up with their name as they're like kicking asses.
Yeah.
Well, it was sort of like that. But again, it's a Dragon Age game, fantasy, on a powerful system, I'm kind of here for it. Again, a lot of my takeaway from this is, with a lot of these games, I'm not 100% sure I want to take the risk.
Yeah.
But there is no risk.
True, yeah.
Because I already own Game Pass.
Yeah.
So I just have to manage that. I just literally have to manage my gigabits.
That's it.
So Dragon Age: The Veilguard. It looks good. It looks like a Dragon Age game. I'll give it a go. I'll give it a good old college try. More Starfield. That was another thing. So Starfield's getting a DLC.
Okay.
If you forgot Starfield was out like Kris did, I'm sure that means a lot to you. I honestly couldn't care less.
Wait, no, I didn't forget that it was out.
You just forgot what it was called.
Exactly.
And that it was a thing.
No, I remembered it was a thing. I just hadn't heard anything from it for ages.
The next one, same kind of thing. It's more DLC for Fallout 76. If you're still playing Fallout 76, cool, good for you. I don't give a shit about it. I never gave a shit about it. I have no interest in it. The only time I ever actually go, maybe I should play some Fallout, is when I go, maybe I should go back and play some Fallout 4. Not the best Fallout, but I am not interested in 76 in the slightest. Do not care about them adding stuff to it.
Yeah.
Sweet. The next game was a game called Expedition 33. I have no idea. I honestly... I watched the trailer. It was kind of like a whole thing of being like, well, we're going because everyone's dying, and we're going to this place, and we're going to do some stuff, and if we all die, that's cool, because the next expedition will carve the way for us, some shit like that, whatever. My literal note here is no real feels. I felt nothing for it.
Okay.
It could be good, it could be crap. It looks like it has a lot of the classic tropes that video games are flowing towards, and I was just like, I got nothing for you, game.
Okay.
You've neither piqued my interest nor been so bad that I will remember you. So literally, when I move to the next line, I'll forget this thing even existed, and it'll probably pop up in Game Pass at some point, and I'll be like, let's have a look at that, and go like, I'll download that and never play it. Yeah. We had some actual gameplay of South of Midnight. Do you remember last year we saw the trailer for South of Midnight? It's sort of like a ghosty kind of bayou game.
I think so.
Set in America. Yeah. We saw some gameplay of that. It looks fucking good. I'm excited for it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sitting there. I'm here for South of Midnight. I really like the vibe. I like the tall skeleton man.
Yeah.
Playing the guitar.
Yeah, no, I was actually...
in this one, there was a catfish.
I was actually liking that one. I did see the catfish when I looked it up just then, yeah.
So South of Midnight, a lot of these games are coming next year. So South of Midnight should be out next year, so we should get to play it. And I'm actually I'm happy for that one.
Sweet. Because I think we were both interested in it last year too.
Absolutely. Yeah. They announced... because obviously they own Blizzard as well now, so they announced some WoW crap. The next expansion for World of Warcraft.
I'm not going to dive into it.
Well, I have played World of Warcraft, but I've only ever played classic World of Warcraft. Never really got into the newer stuff. Don't really care. But if you're into WoW, there's the new expansion. I think it's called The Battle Within or some shit like that. I don't know.
Sean will probably explain it on his channel.
Go watch Sean's channel if you're not bad. But no, if Kris is interested in it, he's going to ask Sean. If I'm interested in it, I'll go ask Sean.
We're probably
one thing really upsets me about World of Warcraft, though, is that, they make these really good cinematics.
They do.
But it's not...
That's not the game. It's
not their game. If the game looked half as good, you take WoW, make it a single-player RPG with the graphics, similar to what they have in
I'd be all
cinematics, I'll be playing WoW every fucking day.
Oh, so would I.
I'll play on both sides. Bam! Here comes another big yes for anyone who's yesing about Xbox right now. Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. It's coming to Xbox. It's looking. It's Snake Eater. It looks brilliant. It looks nice. It looks like pachinko machines.
Yes.
Yeah. No. That's it. I'm here for it. And Kris is here for it too, because even though he has a PlayStation 5, he loves getting things for free, which is why I exist. Because he gets all of my stuff for free.
I do indeed.
we'll move on. There's not much to say about Snake Eater. It's Snake Eater. Everyone loves Snake Eater. Okay? We all love it.
Yeah.
We're all here for it. Espionage tactics. Something.
Yeah.
Next, Sea of Thieves is getting an update or something like that. My message to myself here about Sea of Thieves is really should play someday. One day. Yeah, I probably should. I think me and Kris will have a lot of fun. It's a game about being pirates and dicks. We're halfway there.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I believe they said something about a big ship.
Okay.
I'm just saying, I'm here for being a dick to people.
It's fun.
Next. A game called Flintlock: Siege of Dawn.
Okay.
Sort of weird vibes off that one. It's like, obviously the name makes you think gun, right?
Older style gun.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But then there's so the whole thing is you're killing gods with the help of a god and something like that. It's a kind of a weird vibe. Sort of bit like it has a very not Dark Souls. What's the one I'm thinking? Dark Souls.
Bloodborne?
Dark Souls. No. It has a very kind of just look at some pictures from the thing. You'll see there's a very kind of that kind of vibe going on from it. Something about killing all the gods. This is one of those ones where I'm kind of apprehensive about because I'm like, from what I've seen, interesting premise, but absolutely nothing to really go off. You know what I'm saying?
I can see why you say Dark Souls. It doesn't have the same aesthetic.
No. It's more like middle. It's kind of like colonial era British,
which is what I was thinking when I heard Flintlock.
But yeah, no. As I said, I'm not really super excited about it, but I won't be.
Something to look at.
As I said, it's one of those situations where this one's really been a good one for me because it's I haven't had to sit there and go, oh, this game's sort of interesting, but I'll have to wait to see what it's like when it comes out to whether or not I'm going to buy it. Because it's no, I can fucking try it because it's all going to be on Game Pass.
Yeah.
So if there's one takeaway, it's at least I don't have to buy all of these games to get a taste of them. And if I really do like them, then I can buy them.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
But yeah, so there's not much to say about that. Age of Mythology Retold. Yes, we are getting a remastered Age of Mythology. Again, am I here for it? I love Age of Mythology.
Indeed he does. I don't think I've played any of them.
It's right there on my computer screen.
I can see that.
Yeah, look, as I said, I'm here for it. I'm fully on board with it all the way. It looks like it's going to be the Titans expansion, not the new Chinese expansion, but just the Titans expansion. I didn't see anything about the Chinese gods in it. Because that was kind of a really late add-on to the original game, super late add-on. I'm talking 10 years after the game came out add-on. The game just got released in China, so let's give them some Chinese god add-on type thing.
Fair.
But I'm kind of here for it. If it's exactly the same, plays exactly the same, and just has better graphics and better cinematics, fuck yeah, I'm here for that. But if they do what they did with Warcraft 3 Reforged, then I will go to Microsoft and personally beat the crap out of Phil Spencer.
Fair.
That's a promise. A new Perfect Dark game. You played any of the old Perfect Dark games, Kris?
No.
They were on the Nintendo 64, Kris.
I didn't have a Nintendo 64.
Chris. Well, it's a new Perfect Dark game. It looks kind of cool. Few questions. It seems to be it's just spy stuff.
Okay.
You play as Joanna Dark. It's a first-person spying game with some cool stuff going on.
Yeah.
Seeing through walls and seeing people and stuff like that. Don't know much about it. It was more of a teaser trailer than anything else.
So probably
it's been in the rumors. I think 26 is what they said, but it could be 25 as well. There's been the rumors of a Perfect Dark reboot for a long, long time because it was a very popular game franchise.
True.
But
well, it looks like it anyway.
Again, it's just a game where I'm like, okay, could be cool, could be rubbish, depending on how they play it. But again, it's Game Pass, so it's not costing me any. I don't have to shell out $100 for a game that I'm then going to dislike and not play anymore.
Yeah. Fair.
Fable reboot, question mark. We saw it last year. We were like, huh? There was a little bit more information this year, but again, it was just a cinematic trailer.
Okay, so still not much to it.
Yeah, I think they kind of introduced the main villain. It's going to be like an ex-hero evil lady.
Might have a look at this cinematic trailer.
But that's sort of like the first game where Jack of Blades was a hero before he became the main villain. You know what I'm saying?
I never actually played any of them.
Oh, okay, well there you go. But it's coming out in 2025, so we won't have long to wait. Like literally a year, and we'll be able to see if they've
possibly less than a year. We are halfway through.
Well, I think it's like they did say mid 2025 or late 2025 or early.
Ah, okay. So at least a year, yeah.
I can't remember which one it was. And then to finish off page 1,
yes,
Diablo 4 crap. Not interested, even in the littlest bit.
Never
Diablo
really got
4
into it.
was a piece of shit. Even hardcore Diablo fans hated it. There was too much fucking pay to win. There was too much shit where they were literally just like, oh yeah, why can't you have a lot of storage? Because it's crap. Diablo. Yeah. I played Diablo 1, Diablo 2, Diablo 3. Even though people are like, oh, Diablo 3 is pretty bad. There's nothing really that bad about Diablo 3.
I played a little bit of
Diablo 4. I played the fucking
demo.
I played the demo and I was like, oh, this could be okay. And then I saw the news coming out and like all the kind of crap shit that was coming out about it as well. And I was just at the end of it, I was just like, boom.
Yeah.
No Diablo 4 for me. And so then being like, oh, we've got more Diablo 4. Does anyone care? Is my real question. Because I know a lot of YouTubers. I know a lot of YouTubers who were like, Diablo is what, we grew up on Diablo. And then they start playing Diablo 4 and they're like,
we're going back to the old
shit. I guess we've lived long enough to see our franchise die.
Yeah, but that's the thing. But for them to make new content for it.
Oh, no, there are whales. Don't ever detract from the fact that there are whales who will spend a lot of money on this kind of shit.
True, yeah. Which is why they would have done it, but yeah.
Diablo 4 crap is what I have written there. Don't really care. Let's move on to the next one. Something called Fragpunk. It looks like a hero shooter, maybe arena shooter, maybe. It's kind of like, it reminds me of Overwatch. The name Fragpunk should give you an idea.
Kind of giving me vibes of almost like Borderlands.
Yeah, but in a multiplayer arena shooter type thing. My after watching the trailer and seeing it and seeing the aesthetic style, I went uninteresting bullshit. I really don't give a shit about it.
It doesn't sound just.
It seems like it's trying to catch in on the fucking, hey, look, we're wacky and kooky and aesthetic and I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck about it. It seems like another fucking waste of my time.
I'm gonna have to look at the trailer just to see what it is.
Yeah, I'd say that everyone should be looking at these trailers, making up your own mind. But these are my opinions, based on what I know about the game industry, what I know about 30 odd years of playing video games. I have I'm not going to say I'm 100%. There's sometimes I miss, sometimes I hit, but I have a pretty good feeling that a lot of this stuff where I'm like, this is nothing new and just trying to cash in on this trend.
Yeah.
Those games die fucking fast. Okay, next one. Winterborough. Mouse survival.
Okay.
Got no idea what that means. But it sort of reminds me of Don't Starve. You know the game Don't Starve?
Oh, yeah.
But you're a mouse.
Okay. Because I was starting to think, is it sort of like Stray? Where you're playing as the cat?
No. Like, aesthetically, it's very much like Don't Starve.
Okay, yep.
And it seems to have very similar kind of vibes going on.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Where it's kind of like, oh, you're alone, and then you meet someone, and then they get attacked by an owl. Because you're a mouse.
Obviously.
And there's like bugs that are bigger than a mouse, which is a little bit concerning.
Very concerning.
But I don't really know field mouse for sizes. But it's winter, and you're leaving the city, and you're going to, I don't know, the tree stump you grew up in, and it's winter, and you got to do survival, and you got to make stuff.
Okay.
And it's all sort of like pictures moving across the screen.
Okay. Yeah.
Mouse survival.
Probably not.
Okay.
It just doesn't sound interesting.
The next one is called Mixtape, and I've written this could be a sleeper. I think this one looks very interesting. Yep, it's kind of like a teenage coming of age thing. With supposedly it's from T-Rex Beethoven T-Rex. I can't remember.
Okay.
Something like that. But it's got some pretty decent music from what I remember. It's got an okay art style, and it's like about being three teenagers, my friend, in the teenage summer years of your life. As we get older, we look back on our own teenage years and remember how good they were.
Look, being that it's called Mixtape, sounds like it's going to have some slightly older music in it, so that's going to be a positive.
Once again, look at those trailers, but I've said this one could be a sleeper. This one could be a game where not many people play it, but everyone who plays it has a positive experience with it.
I hope so. It's like just from that slight description. Again, I'll look at the trailer, but
yep. Next one, Microsoft Flight Sim 2024.
Say Flight Sim?
Yeah. More Microsoft Flight Sim is what I've written, and then after that, I've just written yawn. I do not care.
I
don't give a shit. Like, sure, I love flight simming, but unless I'm flight simming and I have bombs on my jet because I'm flight simming in a jet, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm not a big flight sim guy.
No, neither am I.
I prefer jet fighter games, but I played a bit of Microsoft Flight Sim. I had a little bit of fun. I went, ha ha ha, ha ha ha, ha. This is boring.
I played some Flight Sim.
This one is supposed to have more stuff in it, so it could be interesting, but at the same time...
Yeah, it's like when I played a little bit of Flight Sim when I was going into... like in school I had to do the CO2 elective, CO2 racing thing. I didn't really want to do it. No, it's because none of my other choices... I couldn't get any of my other choices. I got put into that. So I was kind of bored, and I just always played the Flight Sim. Teacher didn't like it, but I just played the Flight Sim.
Excellent.
Because I didn't care.
Okay, then we got some more Elder Scrolls Online. Does anyone care?
Shocker.
I don't care. Kris doesn't care. We don't play Elder Scrolls Online. Again, it's just one of those things like Fallout 76, where it's like, hey, let's take this great franchise that is single player and everyone loves, and let's put it in multiplayer. And the reason that I even go back and play Elder Scrolls games is because I mod the fucking shit out of them.
And that's fair.
If I can't be running around Skyrim dressed as Gandalf the Grey, I don't want to exist in this world.
It's a solid mod. I like that mod.
And I can't do that in an online multiplayer game because you mod the games and they go, hey, you're cheating. It's like, no, I'm not cheating. I just want to be Gandalf.
Yeah.
So I just written, does anyone care? Apparently all the stuff's going to be free for a bit of time, so hey, check it out, play it if you want to. But,
I mean, I have it. I haven't played much of it, though.
But don't be surprised if no one else cares.
Fair enough.
Life is Strange, Double Exposure. Looks good is what I've written. If you played the first Life is Strange and you remember Maxine... What is her name? Maxine Caulfield? Max Caulfield, I think. She's back. So this is the first Life is Strange where we're actually revisiting a character we've had before, except this time instead of rewinding time, she can apparently jump between parallel universes. And you've got to try and solve your friend's murder by jumping between the one where she's dead and the one where she's still alive.
Okay.
Anyway, look, I played the first Life is Strange. It's the only one I've played. I never finished it because I played it back when it was an episodic release. When it was an episodic release?
I'm not sure.
Might not have been an episodic release. I might have just played the first chapter of it and then stopped.
Maybe.
I can't remember, but I did enjoy it. It was an interesting game. It had interesting premises. There was a direct prequel called Before the Storm.
Okay.
Prequel.
Yeah. I hadn't heard that one.
That involves the character you're trying to save, and you play as her. So So this has actually given me a reason to go back, play both of those games, and then be excited for this one because I actually am a bit of a Life is Strange fan. Especially the original. I wasn't so much a fan of the second and third one, where like the third one you could like see people's aura. I'm like, that's a shit, pal.
Yeah, I think.
The first one I can rewind time, and the second one is like, and the third one is like, I can see that you're a little bit ticked off, so I can change that by being nice to you. Fuck off.
What?
Yeah. Fuck off.
Okay. Look, I've seen. I think I've seen a bit of it on YouTube, but that's about as far as I've gone with it.
Maybe we'll get you to play it. Who knows?
No.
Actually, that does lead me into a thing. That jizz is staying there. Why? Because the next one is a Lucas art game.
Okay. Yes.
Bop, he said. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Fucking Indiana Jones game that looks like it could be a movie with a Harrison Ford in it. Now, okay, there's a possibility that because this is Disney LucasArts, that the girl character is way more important to the story than Indiana Jones. But Indiana Jones, first person punching Nazis.
Fuck yes,
I'm there for it.
So am I.
Watch that trailer, you'll love it. It looks good. Hopefully, unlike Star Wars, it doesn't fucking take the main character and be like, hey, remember him? Fuck him. Here's a Mary Sue.
Oh, I hope they don't do that.
But Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. First person punching Nazis.
Yes.
As Indiana Jones. And there's also a whip.
Even better.
I've just written yes, boy.
Yeah.
And it has 2 S's. So it's like, yes, boy.
Okay, yeah, I see your reasoning. That's going to be a good one.
Okay, the next game on the list is called Mecha Break.
Mecha Break.
And my own words here, I have no fucking clue. I'm totally unsure about this one.
Yeah,
it kind of looks cool, but I have I'm all over the place here. I'm just confused.
Yeah, no, I get that because I don't know either.
Okay. But giant robots. I'm always there for giant robots.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
I like giant robot games. Giant robots fighting each other.
Yeah,
That's cool. Giant robots fighting each other with energy swords. It could be cool. I kind of saw it and went, is this off-brand Gundam? Might be. It might be.
I'll have a look. I haven't watched much Gundam though.
Okay, what about the next one? Well, the next one is Wu Chang Fallen Feathers.
Wu Chang.
Fallen Feathers. It's about like monsters, and you play as this girl who's sort of a monster herself.
Okay.
At least that's what I got from the trailer. She has like a feather arm. And you fight monsters.
Oh, wait, I might have seen something on that.
And she has a samurai sword. And you fight monsters. And
It could be interesting.
I just read it looks good. It does. Yeah. It does. I don't know why I said good look, but it looks good. I'm like it could. It kind of reminds me like it could be like a Sekiro where I buy it and then never play it. But you know, I'm here for that. I like wasting money.
Yeah.
What do we got next? Boom, boom, boom. Avowed. Do you remember Avowed from last year? Well, it still looks about the same.
Do I remember that?
It's the Obsidian game that's sort of like Elder Scrolly, but not really. It's all like I think it's all first person. You play like a dude going to the living lands to go and do stuff, and you know it's very much fantasy. They've kind of alluded to the fact that there's some choice in it. You know, all good things we want to see, but at the same time, it still looks good. But
oh yeah,
I haven't seen much of it.
No, we're probably still a ways away from that by the sounds of it. I haven't seen much of it.
No, I haven't seen much of it because I haven't been chasing it.
Yeah.
As I've gotten older, I don't chase games anymore. Like I used to. I used to be like, this new game's coming out. I didn't know everything that's happening with it. But I don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Because I used to live on the hype train. But then I shot the conductor and got off the hype train, and life's been a lot better since then. Because I can take the good with the bad.
That's true, yeah.
And so just not riding the hype train and letting things come up and be like, oh, this is that game that was supposed to be really good, and when it's a bum and everyone's like, oh, this game sucks, I'm like, oh, well, I just don't really care. because I wasn't invested.
That's
all these
why
people are like, this sucks. I was super invested. I'm like, well, you should have stopped the conductor and jumped off into the snow.
I just never got on the train to begin with. It's probably the smarter thing to do.
Nope. The smart thing to do is to shoot the conductor, jump into the snow.
Okay, fair enough.
Next, a game called Atomfall.
Okay.
Now, picture this. Fallout, but British.
Okay.
Cricket bats.
Oh, God.
British accents.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, fair enough.
That's what I got.
Okay.
If anyone else saw that trailer and went like, no, it's completely different. What the fuck were you watching? Because you weren't watching the same thing I was watching. Because I was like, that's a glowy ghoul. It's not called a glowy ghoul, but that's a glowy ghoul.
Yeah.
And that's a cricket bat instead of a baseball bat.
Fair enough.
Those guys are definitely British. So yeah, British Fallout. I actually have written here Fallout, but British! Exclamation mark. Look, again, I'm here. I'm here for any game that I don't have to pay for, but I can try out. And if it's a fucking good game, I'll keep playing it. But if it's rubbish, I just delete it and I pretend I never fucking saw it.
Yeah.
What have we got next, Chris? Oh, let me tell you about the next game. Assassin's Creed Shadow. I've just written arse next to it.
So you've seen more on it now.
Yeah, I really still don't care.
Yeah. Yeah, look.
Arse, kind of.
I'll wait till I see more on it just to see, but not really. From the trailer that we've already seen from a few weeks ago.
Pretty sure this one had some gameplay in it.
Okay, maybe I'll have a look at this trailer then just to double check it, but
yeah, no, I watched it and went, arse.
Look, I'm hoping, like, as we discussed earlier, like, we're hoping it goes back down the track of closer to the original.
No, it's not.
Playstyles, like, that would be so much better.
100%, it is not.
Okay.
It is going to be like Valhalla, but in Japan.
Okay. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah.
We'll see when it comes out. If it's free, I might give it a try.
Arse. Oh, man. Let me tell you about the next game. A game you probably have never heard about. Let me just quickly get rid of that. Close. I don't care.
Yep.
It's called Stalker 2.
Stalker 2.
Yeah, it's a sequel to a game called Stalker.
Who would have guessed?
Now, basically it's like set in Chernobyl, but imagine if Chernobyl wasn't just radioactive and kind of poisonous, but like because of the radioactive, weird shit was happening there.
Okay, yeah.
You know, like radioactive fantasy.
Okay.
And like things, there were like anomalies happening there. Yeah, well.
Yeah.
It's sort of like that. But what I took away, my takeaway from the trailer was foreign language.
Foreign language?
I'm fairly sure it's all in Ukrainian.
Okay.
Yeah. Look, I'm here for that. Like,
I'll
probably give it a go. Give it a go. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I never played the original one, so there's no.
No, I didn't either.
There's no coming back and being like, I've been waiting for a sequel for so. No. But if it's good, I'll play it for a couple of hours and then probably stop playing it.
Yeah.
If it's bad, I'll install it and then play it for about 10 minutes and then never play it again.
Yeah.
But considering how long this one's been on the books for, it's probably going to be good.
Hope so. Look, I'm just hoping for another good game. We haven't been getting a lot of them. It's kind of annoying.
Oh, well, let me tell you about the final one. The last game they announced, the one more. And boy, was it one more.
Yeah.
Gears of War E-Day.
Another one to add to the list.
And just like all good Gears of War game, this one comes sometime in the past not the future. So it's not just, in the chronological order of things, this one goes here. No, this one actually goes all the way back at the beginning. Maybe, I think so, but maybe not at the beginning, maybe behind one of the other games. Who knows? It's about E-Day, though. That's the first day. That's the first day.
But you know what? You know what the advantage to this one is? Because you've already played the others, you don't have to worry about trying to figure out what order to play them in.
Yes, but it is called Gears of War E-Day, which means it's probably going to slot itself in.
Yes.
Somewhere in the order. Probably after Gears of War 3.
Yeah.
Which means it's going to throw off my lovely order that I have in my list of the games.
Oh, shit,
and
yeah.
you know I like to keep my games in order.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to be happy about it.
No, that is a weird thing that it does, though.
I'm not going to be happy about that. Just like when Gears of War 5 changed its name to Gears 5 and then went before all the other Gears. And I was really annoyed about that.
I'm aware of it.
And it took me like 7 days to calm the fuck down.
Yeah, no, I came around while you were trying to come down. It was a thing.
But let me tell you...
It's not the only game that does it, though.
Let me tell you why I am so excited about this game.
Okay.
The boys are back, brother.
The
boys are back.
Still grand, bro.
And Red.
Oh, fuck yeah.
No. Marcus Phoenix. Young.
Oh, yeah.
Dominic Santiago. Also young.
Yeah.
Back together.
Fuck
the ultimate gaming bromance. Punching
Sorry.
people. You know, the one downside is that it does look like there will be no Chainsaw Lancer.
Mm.
Because I don't believe they had them at E-Day.
Oh,
They were kind of something that came along a little bit later, and they're like, the normal stabby part isn't good enough. We need something more substantial. What about if we made a chainsaw? That'll do.
That'll work. Let's do it.
Someone get that man a medal, or we're off. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
And that man that gave the suggestion probably can't even lift it.
Probably. But yeah, no. Dom and Marcus in a Gears of War game, that looks also nice. If they just go back to the Gears of War like it was in the past.
Yes.
It'd be good. And they can. They can
They can.
so easily.
Of course
like,
they could.
It's just like you got your Dom, you got your Marcus, you've got the Grubs, you've got cities are burning. What are you gonna do? Fucking roadie run. All over the place.
Oh, 100%.
Shooting motherfucker.
Yeah.
Machine gun.
Mm-hmm.
Biceps.
Obviously.
Because you can't miss bicep day. I'm your bro.
No, you can't.
Anyway. And that actually rounded up the Xbox showcase. And so my final thoughts with that was, even though there was so much I did not give a fuck about,
yeah,
it is actually time for get a Series X.
I figured that was going to be your conclusion at the end of all this.
I saw the Gears and I just went, I need to have that game in my life. I'm getting a Series X.
Yep. I 100% I can't even remember which one it was, but one of the games you said earlier, I'm like, he's going to lead to getting a Series X. He's going to say this.
Doom 3.
And then you didn't say it, and I'm like, oh.
Doom 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, as I said, there's quite a bit in there that I didn't really give a fuck about. Like, my top picks are the ones that I actually liked. I'm going to put a tentative Black Ops 6 on the list. Tentative.
Yep. Because
I've been lied to before Call of Duty, and I refuse to ever believe you again. So it'll always be tentative.
Yes.
Doom? I'm here for Doom.
Yeah.
State of Decay 3.
Actually, it might have been Doom that I was thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Black Ops tentative, State of Decay 3 tentative, Doom, fuck yes. Dragon Age, I'm there for it.
Yep.
South of Midnight, fucking yes. Metal Gear Solid, you know it. I'm gonna say Age of Mythology. I'm gonna say it. I'm not gonna play it on the Xbox. Fuck no. I'm not an idiot. I have a computer for a reason. Strategy games.
Yes.
But it's on the list. Perfect Dark on the list. Fable on the list.
Yep.
Mixtape on the list.
Of course.
Life is Strange. It's on the list.
Yeah.
You know what's next on the list? Indiana fucking Jones.
Fuck yeah.
Gears of War
yes.
on the list. That's it. That is what we learned from the Xbox Showcase. We still have to watch the entire Summer Games Fest.
Yes.
So next week in the podcast, we will be giving you our top picks from Summer Game Fest.
Yes.
We'll go 3 each.
Yeah.
So we have to be selective and give good reasoning.
I've already looked at one of the games.
I want a formal debate. I want good reasoning, arguments for and against. And
I've already decided to look
party
at
hats.
one of them. I haven't looked at it yet.
Well, that's fine. We'll talk about it next week.
But yes.
Right, so next week, 3.
What did you do? 3.
3 games each of us is looking forward to from Summer Games Fest. And hopefully no double ups from what we've got, unless Summer Games Fest is really slim. But I can tell you right now...
It's not slim. I showed you the photo that's got the list.
Well, yeah, but it could still be slim. They could be slim pickings. Anyway, I think that just about wraps us up for today, doesn't it, Kris?
I think it does. It doesn't look like it's going to be double ups.
Nice. Well, yeah. So that was our breakdown of the Xbox Showcase from a person who watched and a person who did not watch.
And looked up a couple of things. I did watch up a couple of the trailers during our technical difficulties.
After we talked about them, we didn't go back.
No, we didn't.
Anyway,
but I stand by what I said with those ones.
the point is, that's been our breakdown. That's what we think. Next week we're going to give you our top 3 each. I wonder if they'll be the same. We will not discuss it with each other beforehand because that's not how we roll.
No,
I don't like talking to Kris. But no, in all honesty, guys, I think that's the way we're going to call it for today. Thank you for joining us. If you have liked the video, consider liking, sharing, commenting, or subscribing. If you haven't already, it really does mean a lot to us. But yeah, until next time, guys, I've been Darcy, he has been Kris, and we will catch you later.
Have I though?
Once again. Cheers. Boom! Oh, I missed. Fuck.
Suck it.
Anyway, goodbye.
See ya.